So you saved for your down payment, but did you remember your closing costs?
Closing costs? What the heck is closing costs? When buying a home, you don't owe your realtor any money because their commission is paid by the seller. However, there are fees that you owe for the people like the title company, escrow, your lender, who are behind the scenes making your transaction possible.
Our buyers ask us all the time, how much are my closing costs? And a safe percentage to estimate is usually about 2.5% to 3% of the purchase price. So on top of your down payment, you will also need to factor in your closing cost.
Now we get that this seems like a lot of money, especially if you're a first-time home buyer and you might be thinking, oh my gosh, I will never be able to buy a house. Well, hang on, we're here to tell you that there are multiple ways to get those closing costs covered, and here are the 2 most common ways.
The first way you can pay for your closing cost is just asking the seller for a credit. As long as the rest of your offer is strong, like the price, the terms, and everything like that, you have a way better chance of getting the seller to just pay your closing costs for you.
The other common option is to tie the closing cost into your loan. Let's say you're in a situation where the seller can't afford to pay any additional credits out of pocket. The house you want is $200,000 and you need $5,000 for your closing cost. What we would suggest is offering $5,000 over asking, meaning you would offer $205,000 and ask for a $5,000 closing cost credit. So you're essentially paying for your closing cost over time, but the seller is upfronting it for you without netting less.
When we bought our first home, we tied our closing costs into our loan, and it helped us get our first home without being cash heavy up front. If you need help strategizing your closing costs with your purchase, we would love to be a resource to you.
Thanks for tuning into The Barrett Show. We will see you next week.
We get asked all the time, how much are my buyer's closing costs? That's so hard to say. My buyers.